It's not nice to eavesdrop, but it's fun. So let's check in on the comedy of errors at the Baxter. On the little things in life. Brought to you by Datril, the new non-aspirin pain reliever from Bristol-Myers.
Every woman likes to know she's the best she can be, so take a little time out for yourself, your looks, and especially for great-looking hair. Great-looking hair comes easily with Natural Wear Miss Clairol hair color. Choose from 2 personal formulas. Shampoo formula, our conditioning formula, is the easy way to get fresh, young color. Extra rich cream formula is the one hairdressers use, because no laboratory today has found a better way to cover gray. Shampoo formula or cream formula, try Natural Wear Miss Clairol to know you're the best you can be.
I'm a homemaker, and I work part-time, too, so I get my share of headaches. But I don't take aspirin. It can irritate my stomach. So I've used Tylenol. It's easier on my stomach. But then I learned about new Datril. I compared labels. Datril has no aspirin either. Both have the same pain reliever, same effectiveness. But compare prices. Datril can cost less. So shop for the best prices and save money.
Datril, new from Bristol-Myers.
It's 11 o'clock. Where have you been? I got undressed, got into bed, read for a while, then realized you weren't anywhere in the house.
I went over to Mrs. Waldron's to see about her canary.
Again? You have spent more time running back and forth looking after that scraggly bird than ever.
I think it's dead.
What?
I am so upset it just makes me sick. I don't know what I could have done wrong. I always go over there in the morning to talk to it, and then in the afternoon, and then the evening to put the cover over the cage. I am just sick of it.
Now, honey,
really
whatever's happened, you can't blame yourself.
Well, I do. You see, I missed going over there this afternoon. I had bridge club, and I just didn't go. Now, the canary was all right this morning. I changed the paper, fresh water, fed it, talked to it. Left the radio on low so it would have music. I mean, I have followed Mrs. Waldron's instructions. Well, I'm just so upset. I think he's dead.
Well, what do you mean you think he's dead?
He looks it. He's lying on his little back with his little feet up in the air like this.
Oh.
Would you come over with me and look at him?
Now?
Yes.
Well, I'm all undressed. I'm in bed.
Well, can't you throw a bathrobe on, drive over with me? It's only 5 blocks.
Oh, come on. Look, honey,
I cannot go to sleep until I know for sure. Maybe he's just sick. Maybe I should call the vet and rush the canary over there or
did
something.
He move at all?
I don't think so. I talked to him, but... talking to a canary, even when he's sitting on his perch, you don't really get anywhere. It's not like a cat or a dog. I can't tell whether a canary's listening to me or not.
If he's lying on his back with his feet up in the air, I'd say the chances are 1,000,000 to 1 that he's dead.
Will you please drive over there with me and look at him?
Well, I don't know anything about canaries, dead or alive.
I'd like to have some opinion besides mine. Please, will you come with me?
Well, why didn't you just pick up the cage and bring him back here with you?
I don't know. I was just too upset. Alone in that big house and the canary upside down. Please.
All right.
Come on.
If Mrs. Waldron is so crazy about that canary, she ought to stay home and look after him herself.
Here's your bathrobe.
You're too soft-hearted. People are always asking you to look after their pets. If just once you would say no...
Come on, never mind all that. I feel so awful and I'm so... And that's the way he looked when I got here. He certainly hasn't moved.
Turn on that other lamp. He sure looks dead to me.
Yeah, well... What am I going to tell Mrs. Waldron? I'll have to phone her. She's visiting her daughter in Arizona. Oh, she just adored her little bluebird.
Bluebird? This is a canary.
I know. She said he was her little bluebird of happiness or something. I don't know. She called him Boo-Bird.
Uh-huh. Well, all right, let's take him out of the cage. Where does it open?
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor little thing. I was here this morning. I just missed this one afternoon.
Now, stop fussing so. Whatever happened is not your fault.
I've looked after him before, so he knew me, and I even told him this morning. I said I might not be back until evening, because I had bridge club this afternoon.
The
I
canary
told him.
did not die because you missed seeing him this afternoon.
Oh, I hope not. You sure he's dead? You can't feel any heartbeat or anything?
How do you feel a canary's heartbeat?
Well, I looked to see if he was breathing, if his little chest was going up and down, but I couldn't tell.
Honey, the bird is dead. He's cold.
Oh, I just don't know what to do.
There isn't anything you can do.
You don't know how crazy Mrs. Waldron was about him. She said I was the only person she would have left him with. She trusted me.
Let's get back to our house and get to bed. Give me a piece of that newspaper over there. We'll wrap the bird up and we'll...
And what?
Well, dispose of the remains.
Where?
I'll take care of it. You stop worrying.
You're not going to just throw him out in the garbage or something. What were you planning?
Well, I hadn't planned anything except getting to bed at a decent hour tonight, and here I am in my pajamas 5 blocks from home.
I will have to phone Mrs. Waldron and find out what kind of arrangements she wants to make.
Arrangements?
Boo Birdie was her pet, dear. I'd better phone her right now and get it over with. Oh, how I hate to tell her.
Will you please call her? I'd like to get home and get some sleep tonight. Will you call her now?
Yes.
Pick up the phone.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'm just so upset. I just don't know how to tell her. I mean, I really have looked after that operator. I want to make a long-distance call to Arizona. Yes, and I'm just so sorry. Well, when your mother gets in tonight, Mrs. Lansing, you tell her that I called. Well, certainly we will. By the lilac bush. Well, we'll take care of it, and if your mother wants to phone, I'll explain everything to her. All right. Goodbye. Really?
Well, what's the matter? You sound kind of put out.
Oh, put out is hardly the word. Mrs. Waldron's over at some nephew's house. That was her daughter I talked to, and she was so nasty. I mean, really unpleasant, as though it was all my fault the canary died.
Never fails. That's the thanks you get for being nice.
She said, well, I certainly hope that you'll see that Mother's Boo Birdie gets a nice, decent funeral. And I said...
Funeral?
Well, yes. I didn't like Mrs. Waldron so much, I think I'd have hung up on her daughter. Well, for Mrs. Waldron's sake, we'd better get at it, I guess.
Get at what?
The funeral. Now, look for a spade in her garage out there. They must have
come on.
Find a spade, will you, and dig a hole by the lilac bush. It's right in front there by the front door. I'll go home and find a little box of some kind.
But it's nearly midnight.
I know, so let's hurry. I don't want to come back over here tomorrow and go through this all by myself. Now, dig a hole by the lilac bush. I'll be right back.
Jody, I haven't tapped danced in years.
Mom, you're doing fine.
Shuffle, kick.
5 minutes, class.
Let's sit down. We're meeting your father for dinner. How do I look?
You always look pretty.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Especially your hair. Mom, the class is starting.
Oh.
Even when you can't hold up any longer, your hair can with Final Net. Final Net is not an aerosol. There's no wasteful propellant. It's concentrated to hold your hair all day. Final Net holds up longer than you do.
Do you think all antiperspirants are basically the same? Well, Ban Roll-On antiperspirant may just change your mind. Take effectiveness, for instance. Tests have shown that Ban Roll-On antiperspirant will actually help stop wetness better than most leading sprays. Make your own test soon. Pick up a bottle of Ban Roll-On, and you may discover what we've shown in tests. Ban Roll-On antiperspirant, proof that not all antiperspirants are created equal.
Come on, hurry up. I've seen a police car go past here twice. I do not want some cop asking me what I'm doing in Mrs. Waldron's front yard at midnight in my pajamas.
Oh.
I do not want to tell him we're holding services for a canary. I just do not honestly think he'd believe it.
Just a minute now. I found this little piece of red velvet to put in a cigar box. Doesn't the little yellow bird look lovely against the red velvet?
What cigar box is that?
Oh,
You didn't just dump my new cigars out of the box, did you?
it was the first thing I saw.
The cigars will get all dried out.
What's more important, your cigars or a poor little canary?
Well, frankly, my cigars.
Really?
Oh, well, come on.
There, all right, there. There it is. Cover it up with the dirt. Do you think we ought to, say anything?
What I could say right now, I don't think would be suitable for the occasion.
Couldn't you try to be a little nicer? Remember when we had to bury Brownie, how terrible we felt? We loved him so.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. Well, here we are. Sleep tight, little bird. Sleep tight.
Well, I do have to tell Mrs. Waldron that you had, a really nice funeral and describe it to her. Why don't we say the 23rd Psalm? Please? Will you quit looking around for the police car? Now, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still. For goodness sakes, why don't you go to sleep?
I can't sleep now. I'm so wide awake. It doesn't bother you at all, does it, that we had to explain to that cop what we were doing? I knew he'd show up. I just knew it. I'd seen him go past
Well,
twice.
honey, he was very nice after I explained. His wife has parakeets.
Will you do me a favor, please? The next time some friend or neighbor asks you to look after a dog or a cat or
Look,
whatever...
the Fraleys have looked after our pets when we've been away.
I know, but every time we've had someone's pet, something has happened. The Gordons' rabbit got sick. We sat up all night with the McAllister's cat.
Oh, honey, you pretend to be so hard-hearted. Why, you brought the Wilsons' dog to bed with us. Remember that?
Yeah, he was so homesick.
Oh,
I nothing else.
little puppy, too. Well, it's nearly 1 o'clock. You better try and sleep anyhow, dear.
Yeah, okay. Good night, honey.
Good night, darling. I'll get the light. Oh, that must be Mrs. Waldron calling. I'll get it.
At this hour?
Well, Arizona, she probably forgot the time change. Hello? Oh, yes. Oh, Mrs. Waldron, I just can't tell you how awful I felt about it.
Don't talk forever now.
Yes,
I'm trying to sleep.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mrs. Waldron. I really did look after him. Well, thank you. Yes, we did, and it was lovely. It really... No. Oh, really? Did he? Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful, Mrs. Waldron.
What's so wonderful?
Oh, yeah. Just to say, Mrs. Waldron's son-in-law felt so badly about the canary that he's giving her one of his new puppies to bring home.
Mark my words.
So nice.
Just mark my words. You'll get that dog to look after, too.
I will. I'll write you a letter and tell you all about it. Under the lilac bush. Yes. Well, tell me what kind of a dog is your new puppy, Mrs. Waldron?
I'll tell you what it is. With my luck, I'll bet it's a St. Bernard.
Oh, a St. Bernard, Mrs. Waldron. Oh, they're just darling.
I knew it.
Really
I knew it. I'm getting psychic. Somehow I just know these
The Little Things in Life has been brought to you by Final Net, the non-aerosol hair mist that holds up longer than you do. This program comes to you from the Radio Playhouse.